Uh, Other types of data in Matlab, we have the character and the string. Character and string. So we have character and string. Okay, the character and the string. So for creating a character, single quote is used to identify a string. All right. So for example, let's create a string h, variable h. Okay. Let's say it's Holly. All right. Holly. So you will have h. It has like one, two. It has one, two, three, four, five elements. Let's go to check h in here. So it's first of all the symbol is ch, as you see is different symbol for the string. Okay, h is 1 times 5, and each one will hold 2 bytes. So 5 times 2 will give you 10 bytes, and the value is Holly. As you see in here that the value is Holly. You could also reference any element. So if I say, for example, h1, all right, it will give me the h. Okay, if I say h5, for example, 5, all right, it will give me 1 2 3 4, give me the y. So let's check. Yeah, give me the y. All right, and you could also have like a string with the spaces. So for example, let's have j equals let me clear this. J equals um, um, okay, again it's a single code. You cannot use you can't use double quote. Matlab is fun. Alright, Matlab is fun. So, how many characters we have in here? We have 13. 1, 2, 3, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the space, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So even the space is considered as a character. So let's take a look at J. So 1 times 13, the class is character, car, and it has 26 because 13 times 2, 26 bytes, and that's the value. That is the value. Uh, so that's spaces are considered, and if you take a look at the symbol for it, it's not it's four squares, two rectangles, and has character symbol for it. So differentiated from a vector or a matrix. String arrays are created with a string function. You could create a string array with a string function. Let me clear in here. So I could say, for example, k. All right, and there's some function called string. Okay, okay, string uh, for j. I'm converting now j to a string. So j now is a string, and for string we have double quote, not a single quote. If I type j, so j is a single quote, a string because the vector of characters, and here is a string which has a double quote. You could also create a string in a different way using the cell notation. So let's say L. Let me clear the let me do it here. L equals, okay, um, string. All right, and this is the cell notation, like that cell notation. That's a cell notation, and then the first thing is Holly, and there's a comma, and I could create another string, Stephen. All right, so this is the cell notation. I have two strings, Holly and Stephen. Okay, let's try to run that. So string. Okay. Um, oh, I forgot to close the function. Okay. Okay, so let's do it like that. Okay, so I forgot to put the close parentheses in here. All right, so L string Holly and Stephen. So now it's 1 times 2 string array, and it has 2 strings, Holly and Stephen. Let's take a look at L in here. So it's 1 times 2, and the type now is a string, and look at the symbol has changed. The symbol has changed. This is a character array. This is str for a string. It has 2 strings, and the size is 204. 204. So this will create a 2 elements cell, as you can see. So notice also that the output from the character array is enclosed in a single quote, as we said in here, single quote. All right, and but the output from a string array is enclosed in the double quotes. All right. So how these characters are encoded? As you know, in the computer language, everything is encoded either as ASCII code. ASCII, that's one representation, or as EBCDIC. Okay, for supercomputer you use the EBCDIC format. All right. If you look at the internet, you will find the ASCII code. So every character is represented by by 1 byte element in ASCII. So for example, if you say double, okay, and you need to know the ASCII code for the A, character A, for example, all right, it will give you S97. If you try to go in here, for example, let's go in here, and here, for example, let's search for the ASCII code. ASCII table is just ASCII table. Let's try this link, see if we have it. Yes, here you go. Take a look in here. So let's look at A. Where is A? Small a. So it's 97. It's 97, as you see in here. It's 97. All right, so this is the decimal representation, 97. The hexadecimal representation, 61. The octal representation is 141. Okay, and that's the A, and that's exactly what we have seen in here. If I try, for example, to say double, let's say double for capital A, which is a different character altogether, gave you 65. So let me go back in here. Okay, where is, okay, so when you look at the capital A, upper A, the decimal value is 65. So every character in the computer is represented by a code called ASCII code. All right, any special character is represented by a code. That's how computer understand it. That's how computer understand it. If I would like to know, for example, car 98, I would like to know the 98 ASCII represents what character? It gave me B. It gave me B. All right. If I try to combine them, like the ASCII code with so let's say in here, for example, in here is A. Okay, so it's an array of characters, and the second one 98. All right. So it will convert the 98 to the equivalent character. All right. So let's try it. Here you go. A is there, and 98 is converted to be from the lookup table. Okay. What if we put a number that does not have an ASCII character? Okay, so for example, let's say in here the same thing, but I put 3. All right. So let's go back to the table. There is, you know, uh, the 3 does not represent a writable character. It's end of the text. All right. So when I try to do that, okay, in here, all right, it created an empty spot for it, but it's like 2 elements. It's a 2 elements. It's a 2 elements. 2 elements. All right. All right. So although this result looks like it has only 1 character, okay, in the array check the workspace. So if let me assign it, for example, to something, let me assign it to W, just W equals. All right, so let's take a look at W. Where's W? W is like 2 characters. Each character has 2 bytes, so the total is 4 bytes. All right, 4 bytes. All right. And so again, although the result looks like it has only 1 character in the array, we check the workspace as you see in here. We'll find it's 1 times 2 character array. If we try also to perform mathematical calculations with both numeric and character information, the Matlab converts the character to its decimal equivalent. So let's try it. A, for example, we say plus 3. All right. How can we add a character to a value, a number? So this will be converted to its equivalent, which is like I think it's like 97. Plus 3 will be 100. Let's try it. There you go. So A was converted to the ASCII value, decimal value, which is 97, and plus 3 gave you 100. So you have to be aware of that. You have to be aware of that.